So however, we are here and we are typing. This is an example of
Yeah, on page
if
13.
else statement. This is an example of its uh, if else block. This is the extension of the if statement.
Okay.
This is the extension. We start the extension in with the word else. This is a keyword. If we
Okay.
use else, then it will be a single block. We will consider this if else as a single block. And here at this line, this position, this is another single independent if block. This if block, this above if block have some extension with else, which made this as a single block. So if the number is greater than 9, then do that, or else do this.
Do this. Okay.
Any one command will be executed. Any one block will be executed, whether
Yeah.
this block or that block.
Okay.
Right. So if number is greater than 9, then this block will be executed because
Right.
this condition is true.
Hmm.
I think you got my point.
Yes.
So this condition is true, true, true. This condition returns true. If this condition returns true, then only this block will work.
Right.
Except this one. This one will not work because in if else block only one block will work. Only one block.
Right.
Out of how many? Out of many. There is only one block will executed.
Right.
So if this is true, then this one will be executed. Let's run this program by clicking the green arrow. Can you see my mouse?
Yes.
All right. By clicking here, I'm going to run this. Where is the output? Yeah. So this, as we can see, this block, this particular if block is giving us the output, but it did not execute else block as usual. So if the condition is false, then this condition will please. Yes, Amit bhai. I'm sorry again.
Yeah.
I will sit with you a little bit earlier actually, but today is late actually. I've been late. If this condition is false, then you know this block will not work, and then it will work. I think you got it. Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you run it and see what happens?
All right. Do that. Okay.
Where is it? Where is it?
Okay. This is the single if else block, and this is another one. So actually, this is the main part of if else. If you understand, then we can go further with it. We could go further with it. Maybe copy this. Can you open the booklet in your booklet? Let's
Yes,
do
I
some
have
example
page
from the
13.
booklet. Example number
Page 13.
page 13. Yeah, the last example of
Yes.
page 13, that is if example 3. Oh,
Yes.
they're the same name, I think. Public class
Yes. of a class.
If example 3, this is the
Example
last
three.
one, last example of if else at the page 30. If else if, that is continuation. There is a kind of continuation. We can continue with the if else, if else, if else, if else, if else, if else, if else. This kind of continuation we can make.
Okay.
We can make if it's needed, like if this then do that, if that then do that, if this then do that. This kind of continuation, maybe from our from example, from taking example from real life, we can say if I have um, $5, then I will buy a shirt. If I have more than $5 and less than $100, then I will buy a jacket. If I have more than $100 and less than $200, then um, I will buy some cinema tickets, maybe, or, or this kind of sequence we can make. Like if I have money which is above 300 and less than 500, then we can uh, buy some expensive things. This kind of condition we can make, which is called which is called if else if statement.
Okay.
If else if statement.
Yeah.
So I think you can understand very easily. Let's create another class file. How to open a file?
New.
This file?
Okay.
I would like to open create a new class file. Can you open and create a new
Okay.
class file for me,
All right. Yes.
please?
Can you give the mouse? Project.
No. Project is different things other than class. We'd like to create a new class file. We already create a class file, but how we create here? What is the
Okay.
way?
New, and then we go for class.
Go for class. Yeah. But there is no option for the class. Am I right?
Yeah, I didn't see the class.
Very strange. Okay. Okay. However, no problem.
Will I close and reopen?
No. We don't need it. Okay. It's all right. Let me try to create a new class file. Please give me the mouse. All right.
Yeah.
So as I am using WebEx, oh, here.
Yeah, I got it.
Why it is not coming?
And then class.
Why it is not coming? Because we are trying from the file menu. Then
File is not coming.
that's why it's not coming. But if we try from here to right click,
Project is coming.
then it will come.
New and then class.
Yes.
Okay. And then select the first one.
This public one. All right. So I just copied the line from there. If else another condition. else all right. All right. So this is an example of if else if statement example, like multiple condition.
Okay.
To handle multiple condition, we can use this, like if the condition is this, then do this. If the condition is this, then do that. Else, this is the last statement. This is else if uh, if nothing could happen, then please do this. Lastly, this is the last part. So maybe we can type number if the number is less than 5, if the number is less than 5, then t we can take decision. We can take decision depend upon the situation.
Okay.
Else if the number is greater than 5, all
Yeah, we
right,
learned.
if the number is greater than 5 and the number is less than
Mhm.
100 or less than 10, 5 to 10, then please buy a pizza. All right. If the number is above 10, if the number is above the 10, that is else.
Yeah.
Else do some other job, or do some other stuff. So can you understand? Do you
Yes.
understand? Hello.
Yes.
All right. So maybe we can continue this with some multiple condition.
Okay.
Right now here condition is one condition, and
Yes.
here it is a second condition.
Second.
Maybe we can
Yeah.
extend with some other more condition, like
Okay.
else if the number is greater than 10
Less
and
than 50.
number is less than 20, then we can do something else.
Okay. Buy the lunch.
Maybe we can buy
Lunchbox.
Violet, maybe. So
Okay.
uh, we can handle multiple conditions
Right.
with
Okay.
if, else, if statements. So, brother, do you understand this sign?
Yes. Yes.
What is called? What is this sign called? Name. What is the name of this sign?
And and
And yes, yes, you're right. So, what will happen here? Do you know?
uh,
What will happen? What is telling
greater
this line?
than and less than. Comparing.
Yeah, if the number is greater than 5 and
Yes.
less than 10, then please buy pizza. Okay, let's check out. Let's change the number to 5. Let's check the number with 5, maybe 3, less than 5. All right. So let's run this. So buy a cup of tea. So the value of
Yeah.
number is 3. So it will fall into this condition. This condition will be true.
Yes.
So if the condition is true, then this if block will only execute, but the rest of the block will be skipped out
Right.
because the total if else block, this is a single block. Because this is a single block, this is considered as a single if else block, and inside this block there is one block, two block, three block, and four blocks. So only one block will execute, if else block. If this block execute, then rest of this block will not execute.
Right.
If this block execute, then rest of the other will be skipped out. If this block execute, then the other block will be skipped out. Only one block will execute, depends upon the condition. Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So can you please tell me what's going on here? Do you understand?
So this one block, the whole block. If 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 condition runs on one, then the other one will not run.
If the condition,
If one condition is run, the other one is not. Take one at a time.
yes, yes,
The whole block.
you're right, sir.
One condition run at a time, one time.
Yes, only one condition one time. Because why? Because this is total. This total is a
Total.
single block.
Yes.
You're right. And
Total is single block, and if one condition run, then the rest is not. So one
Alright.
condition at a time.
all right, then if number is less than 5, then and all right. So what will happen here? Can you guess? Are they same block? Are the same block totally?
No, it's a different block.
Different, yeah. This if block is totally different and independent.
Independent.
Yeah. So if we run this program, then what will be the output? Let's check. Buy a coffee, buy a tea, no problem. Also, buy a pencil and paper.
Yeah.
So this is totally different and independent block. So
Yes.
it has no relation with this single block.
Right.
All right. So what will happen if the number is 8? Can you tell me? Could you please tell me?
Number is 8. Is,
What will happen?
will not work. It will work between else, because greater than 5 and less than 10. Then it's going to print buy a pizza.
Pizza, yes. Everyone loves pizza. So it will buy, definitely it will buy a pizza. So I think you understand. Maybe you can put another condition, or you can add another condition like
If it
if
is
the
12,
number is greater than 20 and less than 30, we can go and some buy some other stuff. Huh? Maybe you can try.
okay, can you run this now?
Pardon?
Can you run in this?
Yeah. You please carry on with.
Okay.
Please try to put another condition. Like,
Okay. Can you give the mouse?
yeah, sure. You are in. You have the mouse and keyboard.
Okay.
It is interesting, I think. Do you feel interesting in?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it is interesting.
And one more block, right?
Mm-hmm. You need to add one more block, to add one more condition. Yeah.
Okay.
And also you need to care about the alignment.
Okay. All right. Alignment. Let's go.
Always care about the alignment. There is a 4 space bar. You have to maintain 4 space bar or one single tab. If one single tab or 4 space bar
Okay.
individually. Yes, wonderful.
Mm.
All right. So what is, please make some alignment, code style alignment. Alignment like if else if number is greater than 50 and less than 100, then buy whole day meal. That is wonderful. And what is the else if blocks, code blocks?
Oops.
What is the else if block code blocks? Opening bracket and closing bracket.
Yes.
Yeah, please make the alignment properly. Yes, the alignment is correct right now.
Yes.
So every opening block have some closing curly braces. Yeah. Which value will in this condition we can say that if the number is between 50 to 100, if the number is between 50 to 100, then by whole day meal, then
Right.
only then it will buy the whole day meal. So number should be between 50 and 100.
Then how a person can mention that in order to get this results? Where in this statement where need to mention 80 in order to get this statement.
Oh, I see. Are you talking about the console output that?
Yeah,
Oh, I see. To,
I want to
for
achieve
the
this
user
output.
experience, from the user experience, so that user could understand which value they need to give.
Okay.
So maybe we can think about the user of this program later, but we understand the basic things of
Yeah.
this
If and else.
else if statement. So
Right.
how it's working. So here, if we come to our booklet, where is the booklet? There also a nested. Okay. So I would like to give you some tasks if you'd like.
Yeah.
All right. So could you please give me access of the keyboard? All right. So let's type it here in Notepad. Let's create one question like if we have 200 USD, then buy a bicycle.
Okay.
If have then buy a motorbike. Else if we have more than 200 and then 3000 car. Else if we have more than 200 and less than 300, 3,000, then buy a car.
Yeah.
If we have other amounts, if we have other amounts,
Mhm.
then if we have other amounts, then DEPOSIT, deposit into the bank. All right. Well, we are saying that if we have 200 US dollar, if we have 200 US dollar, then buy a bicycle. Else, if we have around 200 to $500, then buy a motorbike. Else, if we have more than 200 and less than 3,000 USD, then buy a car. And if we have other amounts, then we can deposit to bank. Any other amount,
Yeah.
any other amount, any other amount. If we have any other amount, then deposit into the bank.
Yeah.
So, sir, do you understand this question?
Yes.
Okay.
The same format, the one we had just.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. So maybe you can do this solution, do this solve by your own hand. It will also help you. Uh, Let me save this file to the desktop, maybe, so that, or please save this file to your desktop or some other else,
Okay.
some anywhere, so that
I will copy this one.
you can do this program in your off time. And
Create a new.
yeah, sure, create a new class. By create a new
Different.
class file, you can do it, or you can do here, do it here, no problem,
Okay.
if you like.
Alright.
Yeah, you can do it here, no problem, if you like.
Uh, if it is 200. Okay.
We have to go to the first line. If we have 200 US dollar, then buy a bicycle.
Right.
If we have $200, then buy a bicycle.
Less than 400.
400 400, how come 400?
No. Oh, here what we need to do, if you mentioned we would need if it is 200, then
Yes.
buy bicycle, right?
Yeah.
So less than 201, the what we have to mention
Less
201.
than 200. Yeah, less than 200. No problem.
Okay,
We don't need to put 201. Just less than 200.
right. Or
Make
less
it
than
simple.
200. Okay,
Please make it simple. Yeah. Less than
okay,
200, then we'll buy a cycle.
okay. And then it is between 200 to 500.
If we have 200, more than 200 and less than 500,
500. Then go for the motorbike.
more buy.
Okay, and then
Wonderful. The 5,000 or 500?
also
Will
if
you please check the 500 or 5,000?
okay, and also if it is greater than 200 and less than 3,000,
Yes, yes, yes.
then we go for buy a car.
Oh, sorry, sir. I have some mistake. Actually, my mistake. My mistake. Can you read
Okay,
the line number 2 and line number 3?
and number two,
Can you read?
else if we have around 200, no,
Yes,
it
yes,
should be more than 500, right?
yes.
Okay, so 500,
Yeah, it would be 500 actually.
500,
Yes, you're right. Yes, yes. Thank you.
okay. And if it is more than, okay, if we have other than amount, then deposit in the bank.
Yeah. Then any other amount, if we have any other
Yeah,
amount than this amounts, if we have any other amounts
greater
than
than
this amounts, then just
3,000.
deposit to bank.
Will I mention 5,000, 10,000? Okay, add one more. Then deposit in the bank.
Yeah, well, we don't find any 10,000, the figure 10,000 in this question. All right. We did not
We have
found
to
any
mention some.
10,000 figure in this question, so we could not put 10,000 in the problem. It is saying
Put
that
it,
any other amount than the mentioned amount, then deposit to bank.
but the amount should be more than 3,000, right?
Amount, any other amount,
Okay. Any amount?
yes, any other amount than this.
Okay, any other amount? Do we need to mention or just write any other amount?
Any other amount, actually, I'm here, we are telling that any other amount than the mentioned amount, any other,
Okay.
any other figure, then actually we don't need the else if anymore. We only need
We
else.
don't need.
We don't need
Okay.
this else if block. Yeah, we don't need this else if block except the else statement.
So just take it out if and put it here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just else deposit into bank. Other amount,
Oh, okay.
any other amount will be deposited to the bank.
Deposit to the bank. Okay.
Yeah, we need to delete this line.
You put else. It's not taking.
No, we already complete the 500 and less than 3000 to buy a car, no problem. But any other amount than this, then what we will do, we'll deposit the money simply.
So is it come else here?
Yeah. We need to put else. Else, deposit the money. That's it. Else, deposit the money. That's it.
If we have any other amount deposited in the bank. Okay.
Maybe we don't need to bother with this line actually. We already have here. Could you please give me the mouse?
Okay.
We don't need to bother about it.
Okay.
Because
You got the mouse?
there is also else is here.
Okay.
That's all. If any other amount other than the mentioned amounts, just deposit to the bank. If it is more than 3000, then it will deposit it to the bank. If it is less than 200, then buy a bicycle. All right.
Will we run it?
We can delete this, no problem. We don't need these lines here anymore. So we delete it. So we wrote this program so nicely, I think. Hope if you see the video, then it will also make you some it will also assist for some
Can you run it?
better understanding. Yes, sir. Yes, Hamid bhai, please.
Can we run now?
Pardon?
Can we run it?
Hey, sure. Why not? We can.
We can buy a cup of tea. Yeah. Okay, good. If you have recorded, send me that. We'll practice tomorrow
Pardon?
and then